Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am creating financial freedom for billions of people around the world. I am creating a million millionaires. I am the greatest leader that ever lived. And finally, people, I am the Spirit of God, and I manifest the words I speak. My message today, people, is is God's mission for this world, man. You know, as I was laying in bed last night, as I always do, meditating, I felt the Spirit up on me, man, and just give me some visions and missions and things that, ought to be. The one thing I kept declaring last night is I declared over and over, just realizing and coming full circle, even though I know that I'm my soul and I am the Spirit of God that's inside of me, but I kept chanting that last night as I was there. And it's like a new height or a new level of possession of just owning my role as being the Spirit of God. Obviously, the Spirit of God lives in all of us, but most of the time we're being our body instead of our spirit. My point is, people, is that I know for a fact that the Spirit of God, I am the Spirit of God manifested in the flesh. I know that to be true, people, and I know for you all, it's like as you go on your journey, obviously a spiritual journey, that is, I hope and my belief is that at some point you will get there where you will also become the Spirit of God that's already inside of you. But key is you got to become it, even though it's there, you have to communicate with that Spirit, and eventually you will become that Spirit, which is again the Spirit of God that resides inside of you, people. Something else I kept seeing, people, is like, obviously with mind, body, and spirit. Our physical body is, our body that we live in this 3D world, physical form. But what I'm realizing is that, the spirit, the way it operates, man, with our mind is, I realize my mind floats a lot between my physical body and the spiritual realm, which is the quantum realm, of infinite knowledge, infinite understanding of just knowing things that, people have no business knowing. But my point that I'm trying to get at, people, is that I believe that at some point, I would love for everybody to get there, because that's a state of really experiencing and being your whole self, man, and really living and being in your amazing state of being. I want that for everybody, and it's a pretty cool experience, man. It's just, it's very new for me. It's different. And it's like the more I go on this journey of self-development and exploring who I am, it's like the more I become the words I speak, It's like I become the words I speak, people. And it's very important to make sure you speak life, man, and blessings and abundance on other people, and of course on yourself, your self-talk. But my point that I'm trying to get at, man, is that it's a real cool space to be. And I just feel like I'm learning something new every single day, man, and it's an amazing space, people. I really hope and believe, I don't hope, I know this. Here's what I know. I know, people, that my life is a living testimony for you, because, there's an old saying, the stone that the builder refused turns out to be the head cornerstone. People, I am that head cornerstone, I've been underutilized for most of my life, and here I am right now where God is using me as his vessel to deliver his will upon this world. And, the biggest will at this point is just to wake up the giant that's in everybody out here, man. Is that my mission and purpose out here is to really help people to fully realize that they are God. They are the Spirit of God. The Spirit of God resides inside of them, and you just have to become it. And the way you become it, people, is by praying profusely, by humbling yourself, by developing yourself, and by being willing to change, and just realize that, the things that we think are important is not as important, The most important thing I hear, man, is love and compassion for people and helping people and transforming people's lives. That's our biggest purpose here on this earth, people. And I'm just really excited. I am extremely grateful that the Spirit of God have allowed me to really be his vessel, to really deliver his will on this world. And I'm just very grateful. I feel very fortunate. I'm just excited to really help myself and others to elevate themselves to the next realm or the next level of being, you know. And for me, it's exciting, and it's also a little nervous at times because, you know, it's like this is all new for me, man. But I am excited about it, and I'm embracing it, people. And my prayer is that as I continue to go on my journey, man, that it really inspire and motivates you to really get busy searching and finding the spirit, tapping into the spirit of God that lives inside of you, man, so you can become as powerful, the greatest version of yourself, you know. And really just explore what does that look like. What is God's will over your life? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that is indeed your purpose. Whatever his will is for you is your purpose for being here, people. Get busy exploring that and figuring that out, you know? And obviously it's a marathon, man, you know? This is your journey. I want you to really just get busy just exploring things for yourself and at your own pace. Don't compare yourself to nobody. Everybody got their own walk, man. Figure out what yours is. You're watching me walk my path, you know? And humble beginnings, man. I love it. I'll tell you a couple other things I know, people, is that the thing I keep seeing in the spirit, I've seen it since last January or February, is that the spirit keeps showing me is that the meek among us shall inherit the hurt. You know? The thing that keeps popping up, people, is you know, those that are last or have been last shall be first. And that's one of the reasons I believe that I'm here to unite Africa and the Caribbean, is that the people that have been overlooked, neglected, or dang near written off, these are the people that will actually have the greatest impact on this world as they unite and learn and accept and become who God have intended for them to be, which is tapping into the spirit that's inside of them. If people only knew how powerful they are, man, you know, is that we have a natural knack of direct communication with the source, man, which is not, you know, that's a privilege, and that's amazing that we have that ability. And I just want for us as a people to really tap into that, man. Realize how powerful we are, and don't listen to what other people tell us about ourselves. We know who we are. We don't need other people to tell us, man. You know, we are people that come from great ancestries, man. We are from kings and queens. We are strong people, you know. And I want you to own that, people. I want you to own that, man. I want you to own that you're powerful, man. All the greatness and all the answers you're seeking is inside of you. Here's what I can already tell you. Out of the continent of Africa, believe me when I tell you this, and the Caribbean, to be some of the greatest innovations. You know what I'm saying? The greatest innovations. You will see it, people. Some of the greatest innovations. You will see them. All that is right here in the Caribbean and Africa, man. I see where these people will be traveling back and forth just like you would a local or any other local places, you know. I see transportation, you know, traveling back and forth. I see people trading. I see the Caribbean and Africa developing great ties. All I know is, man, is that we are first. I don't know how to explain that to you, and I don't want to make it mean nothing. All I'm telling you is facts from what I see in the spirit, is that those who are last shall be first, and those who are first, I hate to say it, people, reverse roles are flipped, you know? And that's what I see. In the meantime, of course, I pray for America and I pray for this world, you know? But I just know what I see in the spirit. I just know that the Caribbean and Africa is leading this world, and Jamaica is the eye of this world. What does that mean? To tell you the truth, I don't know. All I know is that I'm here to help make that happen and unite the Caribbeans and Africa, and of course help everybody in this world, you know, with these messages. Anyways, people, listen, I'm just here doing God's will, man, and I pray that you find out what your will is, what God's will for you is in this world, man. I pray for nothing but blessings and abundance over your life, people. Y'all have an amazing day. My declaration, real quick, I can't forget this, is that number one, you are a millionaire. Number two is that you're married to the person of your dreams. And number three, people, is that you have amazing health and you're in the best shape of your life. I pray for nothing but blessings over your life, people. We'll talk tomorrow.